Hey guys, I am finally back. It's Tuesday, July 20th. We got back on Sunday. Obviously didn't do anything when it comes to reselling on Sunday. I had a very limited time yesterday, but my son did come over and help pull all of my orders. I had 33 orders that I needed to get shipped out. Since my store was closed, I have until tomorrow to get them all packed up. So we got a handful of them packed up yesterday, and I've still got a bunch left here to get packed up. So I'm going to show you guys some of these things, and we'll take a look at the Laserdisc progress. Most of these items are Laserdiscs, and we're getting closer to the $1,000 in profit on that first Laserdisc buy. So doing very well. We've got a lot still listed. I have a lot left to list, but for right now, I'm not really going to go through a lot of those bins at this point. I'm going to kind of hold off on that for a little bit, get through some of this other stuff that I have. Yeah, a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to, looking through that I haven't had a chance to look at yet. All these video games, all these Matchbox cars, and some of these this Imagine X stuff too. I'm kind of interested to see everything that I have in here. Figure-wise, I've been looking up a couple lots of figures, and those seem to do pretty well. So, excited to see what I have in there. But let's take a quick look at some items that have sold here, and we've got some really random things here. So this Memorex Power Center, I think I paid $1 for this. This sold for $10.47. Nothing crazy, but not too bad. I had two chess books. The other one I think I already shipped out. This is the Alpin French, and I believe this one sold for $9. So I still have a decent amount of the chess books left. I think as I approach a year of having those, once we get around to that November time frame, I think whatever I have left, I'll start putting together some lots and throwing those out there to kind of get those moving, just get those out of the way. Here we've got the Province of Jurisprudence. It's another one of those legal books, which have done very well for me. This one sold for $15.99. Another random Barney cassette. I haven't sold a lot of these here recently. These have been kind of slow moving for a while here, but this one did sell for $12. Just random, a random $12 Barney, which I'll take all day. The Warhammer books, these do pretty well also. This is the second omnibus. This one sold for $17. And then the rest of the stuff here is just tons of Laserdiscs. So I'm not going to go through all these. I'll go through a couple though. This first one, Dr. Strangelove's going out to a viewer. So Matt, thank you very much for the perks. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you've got your first Laserdisc player, and I hope this works out very well for you. Matt also has a really cool eBay store, Metro Picker LLC. Feel free to check that out if you have some time and some interest. But thanks again, Matt. So the Dr. Strangelove sold for $10. Here I've got the Dr. No Criterion Collection. Again, those are very good ones to look out for if you see them and they're cheap enough for you and you don't mind holding on to Laserdiscs. No. So the Criterion Collection, these are good ones to look out for. This one sold for $25. And this is probably the best one of the list so far, of this lot so far that I had to pack up. And Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. This is just a classic among classic movies. I somehow missed this one when going through the bins initially, which makes me want to go. Well, I have to go back through all the bins anyway, but somehow I missed this one. I don't know how I missed it, but I did. Luckily, I found it, and this one sold for $33. So I was very, very happy about that. All right, so like I said, I've got about 21 orders that I need to get packed up, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. And I'll see you guys later at the computer. We'll look at a couple other sales and some of the progress on some of the Laserdiscs. So see you guys soon. Hey guys, finally getting back to this video, finishing this video. It's now Friday. I think I started the video on Monday, maybe? Or maybe it was Tuesday. So it's now Friday. As you can see, we're looking at the exciting Excel here. So we're at 809.53 in profit thus far. 56 days. We've sold 172 of the 1100. So a long ways to go still. Average sale price is at $12.45 right now, which is not too bad. We've had some really low sale prices in there. Again, as I did a lot of the bulk stuff off of eBay to one buyer. I need to get back into the other bins and see if he wants any of those as well. But progressing pretty well. I'm very happy with it. Still having a lot of fun with it. It is a crap ton of work, but it's good stuff. Someone also asked me about shipping the Laserdiscs, and just real quick, two things here. So this is the most standard record Laserdisc shipping box. It's very standard. They're relatively cheap. You can get them. I think you can get 100 of them for maybe $50 or so on eBay. They do work. I use them. I've been using them a lot in the past. The one thing I've noticed, they don't have great corner protection though. Just because they're cheaply made and just the way it's constructed is just not always great. So you've got to add a little extra cushion or wrapping around the corners when you pack things up in this type of a box. But again, these are cheap. They do work. Not my favorite any longer though. My favorite is the Mighty Music Mailer. I am not sponsored by them, but if they want to, hey, rock on. This is by far my favorite box. One thing, it's got the self-adhesive label strip to it, which obviously you don't have to use tape for. It makes things very easy, very quick. They're so quick to ship with these. And the way that it's constructed, it offers much better protection. Your corners and sides are very well protected in this type of a box. Things that I've purchased for myself, records and whatnot, are almost always right now coming in boxes similar to this one. So that's the one I like to use. I did just purchase some more, but they're not cheap. They're not cheap at all. For 100 of them, it'll run you about $172. It's $1.72 a box, which is nothing to scoff at. You can obviously bake that into your price of your item. You can bake it into your handling if you want to as well. You can add $1 in handling or something if you really need to. For me, it gives you a little more peace of mind with shipping them compared to the other boxes, especially for the more expensive discs. So just a quick little tidbit there. And I also mentioned we'd look at a couple of other items that have sold. So here we've got the Star Wars Trilogy box set, Laserdisc, really nice set. This one sold for $80. Here we've got the Thrustmaster Ferrari. I don't remember if I talked about this one or not. I think I did. I believe I paid $5 for this one, and this sold for $65. A real quick sale here from vacation. This was the first of 3 lots that I put out of the magnets. So I did some magnets individually, and then I lotted up some as well. I really wanted to see kind of how these would go. I've never messed with these before. So I did 1 lot as a buy it now, and 2 lots as auction. So the buy it now, I listed it at $60, and took an offer of $55.55 almost right away. And the same buyer is actually the highest bidder on these other 2. So this is a lot of 19. I started it at $25.50, and we're currently at $66.66. And same for this one. This is a lot of 16, started at the same price, and that's at $66.66 as well. So again, I paid $21.75 for all of the magnets. So that was a very, very good buy. Very happy with that. I'm curious to see how this one ends. The one other thing I wanted to talk about real quick here is this Oliver Byrne book here. First 6 books of the Elements of Euclid. This is by Taschen, and it caught me by surprise. I saw it in a box for $1. It looked interesting. I picked it up. I saw one other sold comp, which was I think at $150, and I thought it was a mistake, but I went ahead and listed high anyway. Took an offer of $150 for it. And what I've learned, Taschen is a good brand. I guess publisher is a good publisher to be looking out for. So I will definitely be looking out for some Taschen here in the future. I think that's it for today's video. I really appreciate you guys watching, and until next time, stay curious.